Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Multifamily Legacy Podcast. I'm your host, Corey Peterson, and today we're going to continue in our series, but I really wanted to take an episode just to kind of break down all the wonderful people and what we're going to keep moving forward into this series as we kind of jump into my operations and really learn from some of the people. I believe that your people are the greatest asset that you have in business. And so as we continue to go down this journey, I think I'm going to kind of talk about what I think we do that's special and how we attract and grow and bring on these wonderful people. So guys, let's get going. Before we do that though, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Shelly Peterson, Corey's better half. My husband shares amazing stories of the good, bad, and ugly of apartment investing. And while many of you want to do this yourselves, we have found that a lot of you would like to invest alongside with us. If that is you, I want to invite you to get on a short webinar where we discuss our deal room and how you can be a part of our private investor club. Go to kahunainvestments.com/webinar and register now. You won't be disappointed. Again, go to kahunainvestments.com/webinar, and we look forward to sharing our private deal room with you.
All right, guys, we are back. And so I just want to tell you, I'm so excited about what's going on in our company right now. We have such great people. And, although I said I would never do it, you can go back and listen to some of these podcasts where I said I would never create a management company. 2023 will be the year that I'll always remember is the year that I did it. Is the year that I decided to bring that business to light. And I'm so thankful that I did, because what happened unexpectedly was that I really found out that I really enjoy it. And, life is weird how you going through ebbs and flows and things happen that you don't really plan on. And then you get there and you're like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. So what I mean by that is, man, I pride myself. I am a family man. I love being in my kids' life. I was their coach. I didn't miss games. I didn't miss practices. I was full time. And that is now coming to an end, unfortunately. And it's weird. My daughter is a sophomore in college and my son's a senior, and those sporting event days and running into practice and here and there and stuff, those days are gone. And so I have found myself in a awkward position of, what do I do? I've had to reevaluate my plan, my goals, and say, really just saying, who does Corey want to be? What does he want to do? What gives him joy? And, how do I orchestrate the rest of my life? Because it's different now. And I'm sure it's going to change even then when if our kids start having their own kids, being grandma and grandpa. And so as I look at those types of things, my mind starts, what I found is adding this Kahuna management side of our business has been the most rewarding, because it's given me another set of kids. It's given my wife and I another set of kids. And we thoroughly enjoy when we go on our walks. We tend to try to go walking every morning. And when we go on the walks in the morning, we talk about our kids. Now we're talking about our work kids. We still talk about our Connor and Faith, right? But we are now starting to incorporate our work kids in our conversations, because it means that much to us. And it brings us a lot of joy to watch and see them grow, and things that we didn't expect, and how people respond. And our goal is to keep inspiring them, right? And to give them joy, to give them a goal, and to help them become the best people that they can. And I got to tell you, we're going to continue with some of the conversations that we have gotten from some of my amazing team members. And guys, you're going to see a theme. The theme is, these people bleed Kahuna red. They know the Kahuna way. And it is so intoxicating. And I'm humbled, my friends. I am absolutely humbled by the amazing work they do. I am nothing, right? Who am I? I had a dream that my very beginning dream was I just want to pay my bills. That's it, right? I want to pay my bills and have a little bit of time freedom. And then you start making money. You start kind of getting it. And then here comes an obstacle, right? And obstacles are still there for me. It is not easy, right? We have some troubled assets, just like a lot of operators out there. We're working hard to bring those assets into the fold, right? To get them back to the way they should be, right? We've made some mistakes along the way. We have also made some wins along the way. And we're winning on most of our properties. In fact, there's only like a select 3 or 4, really 2 or 3 that need a little bit more extra love. And we got through our interest rate debacle. We got through COVID. COVID was hard for student housing. We bought more during that time. So I think we doubled down. And all through it, consistently, I would tell you that it's our people that make a difference. And so by finally taking on the people component of a property management company, I went from like 7 or 8 employees to 43 employees. That's a big, big people component. And so, what I found is I love it. And I don't feel like I'm doing much more work. I've actually, we've hired well. So we have hired layers and managers and operations, Gannon, and you're going to hear from Gannon later on, as my COO. And, Candy Dalton, that was there. I think she was last episode. Or the episode before that. We've just got so many great people in our system that they're doing the majority of the work. And I'm now captain of the ship. I'm really just the captain, right? And there is a book, and I've said this book a couple of times, but it's a CEO does 3 things by Taylor. I'm gonna get him on the podcast. That's what I'm gonna do, because I really want him to talk about. I love that book. I love it, guys. And it is what I'm inspiring to do, which is really be, a good CEO, be a good leader. I've been reading Traction. I just read The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. Great book. Oh my God. And we just led our team in that exercise. And guys, gals, it is amazing. It is amazing to see, like, here's what your board meetings should look and feel like, your level 10 meetings. It should be a little bit combative. It should be a little bit combative. And if it's not, if everybody's just being a yes man or yes woman, there may be something wrong, right? You should have some battles in the boardroom. And learning that is okay and that should be our normal. I mean, wait, you want to bring conflict into these meetings? Yep, absolutely. Because then we're battling for what we believe in. That means people they have their ideas, they have their opinions, and they're bringing them with passion. Passion can never be underestimated. Because I'm telling you, it is not the stronger or faster man who wins, guys. It's the one who thinks they can. That passion, that unbridled spirit, that's winning. That's how you get to win in this business. And so my job as a podcaster, and hopefully I'm doing a good job with sharing, I like to pull back the layers, guys. You know me. I love to give you the layers and the dirt and the stories that can reveal a lot about the business that I think most people are afraid to show you. We're not afraid. We're not afraid. Why? Because when we show you, and even if it's dirty and ugly, that means we have to get better. And I have learned a long time ago that you will learn more from your failures than your success. And if I have to fail in front of everybody to do it, then so be it, right? I will fall on that sword. Guys, I am passionate about the vision. I know the vision. We are going to keep growing. We're going to grow at the right pace. We're going to lead men and women to, to become their best. We're going to inspire them. We're going to give them the tools, and we're going to create this culture that is so intoxicating that we will be a sought after company. People want to come to work for us. Why? Because we put it out there that we are superior, we are good, and we care, and we love, and there's passion behind what we do. It can't just be we're doing it for the money. It has to be a bigger why. We want to change the way apartment living is done, right? And how we affect our investors, how we affect our tenants, right? All those things, those little things matter, guys. And I will tell you this, I didn't see that in the beginning. I really didn't. I didn't see the vision. I didn't understand how powerful it is until you start doing these interviews. When you look at some of the interviews that I just did that are part of this podcast, go back and listen to the last 3 or 4. You will see people, that we've changed their lives. And some of them are just with us for a small season of their lives, right? Like the CA, Chloe. But man, do we make impact? Yep. Does that matter to me? You're damn right it does. Absolutely. Those are the things that I fight for, man. Those are the things that inspire me to become great, to be a better leader, to go and lay down as a servant of God and say, God, please help me become better. Feel my life. Come into me. Let me be a better man, a better leader. Give me the strength and the courage to fail and to love and to care and to show people the passion, right? I believe that's what leadership looks like, right? And my goal is to hopefully give you guys a taste of what our culture looks and feels like. And then you decide for yourself, is that something that looks good, wrong, right, or ugly? You'll know. Right? We believe it's awesome. I know it is. I know it is. I know my people. And I'm so proud of them, right? I mean, how could you not? How could you not be so proud? And I'm thankful because it's not every day that you get to play a game where you get to change people's lives. But if we look at most entrepreneurs too, by the way, right? And even in this business, when you realize how many people you get to impact, it's really humbling. And so my goal is to tell you guys to go out there and do it well. Do it the best you can. Do not give up. Make mistakes. Move forward, right? And keep learning. Keep earning, right? As we continue to grow, right now, we have a very serious drive to start teaching and coaching and really start getting our model, the Kahuna 6 and 6 method out, right? To teach people that there's a better way to raise capital. I look at a lot of capital raisers, guys, and I'm seeing everybody do something on raising private money, and they're all doing it wrong. I swear to God, they're doing it wrong. Why? Because they are giving away capital at such a high cost that, it's sickening and it's unrealistic and it's not sustainable. Guys, in the business, he who has the cheapest capital wins, right? And what I see is a lot of people that are giving unrealistic capital projections for people's money, for LPs. And it's not sustainable, in my opinion, right? And also, if you look at the avatar that we go after, the people that are in the stock market, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, guys, I know this. My job is to protect their downside more than their upside, right? They want upside for sure. But I just know, and I know this because I used to be in the business, right? 6 to 8% is what most financial advisors would tell their clients. That's solid return. And for us, it's between 12 and 18, right? Somewhere in the middle, right? And 12% for people that are in the stock market is almost considered risky, right? I mean, that's what we would say in the financial services business. You can't expect 12 all the time, right? 6 to 8 is the average. So if you told someone 16, 18, and they're thinking 6 to 8, they're going to be like, that's a risky deal. There's no way. And so that's why the Kahuna 6 and 6 method works, because it shows them that there is a 6% pref along the way, and then there's another 6% on the back end. Now you can titrate that between, 6 and 6 and 8, 6 and 10, or whatever it is that makes your deal work. Maybe there's $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 breakpoints, guys. But understanding the power of it, right, is and giving and making it 100% on both sides, on the front pref, and then on the sell, 100% of the proceeds go to the investor pool until they're absolutely filled up. Their bucket's 100% full. Now that's putting your investors first. And most models don't do it that way. It does it for a certain percentage till they get to a blank rate. And then it's 50-50. Then it's 70-30 or whatever. At least you as the GP start making money along the way. And so what I see a lot of investors do is that they don't care. They'll sell at any time because they're going to make a little bit of money. And their investors don't quite get the returns that they were expecting. I see that a lot. So I believe our method works. I believe it protects the investor's downside. It gives them a solid return. And I'm very proud of it, right? I think it is what is needed in the marketplace.
Hey, would you like to learn more about Kahuna Investments in our deal room? Let's do virtual coffee. Book a 15-minute call with us so we can learn more about your investment goals and how Kahuna Investments can help. Go to kahunainvestments.com/coffee to book your call today. Again, that's kahunainvestments.com/coffee. Let's have some virtual coffee and get to know one another.
Again, and I also want to be compensated for the work we do. Like I want the value of what finding a deal and managing that thing for 5 years. It is not easy, guys. It's a lot of work, and we should be compensated for that work. It is, if anybody could do it, everybody would do it. It was that easy. It's not. It's a lot of work. And so most people are not getting paid the right way, in my opinion. So our structure represents what I think is a fair distribution for profits. And so anyways, if you want to learn more about that, go to kahunainvestments.com and click on our button to learn more about us. And we can have that as the discussions and see if you're part of our, you should be part of our info business, or if you want to be an LP yourself in one of our deals. I mean, my goal is to keep telling you guys about this business and to see our operations so you can understand a little bit more about how we operate, right? Also, I think by the time this gets published, if you will text the word book, BOOK, to 480-500-1127, I have got a new book. And I'm going to show you a copy of it. If you're looking at the screen right now, Trust But Verify, The Passive Investor's Guide to Evaluating Real Estate Syndicators. If you will text that word book, I will send you a copy of that book for free. It is a great, great book. It is about what you should be looking for and how you should be vetting syndicators just like me. Most people are doing it wrong. They have no idea what they're doing. And there's some questions you should be asked. We go over in detail a lot of the different steps you should be aware of in our process. And so there's also some ways to get a hold of us and get some additional tools and resources. Guys, it is a complete book that you'll be very proud to learn and to get educated. So again, Trust But Verify. You can also go to Amazon, anywhere you can find a book. You buy it online, so it's there. We are working on getting the audio version put out, so that'll be out there shortly, guys. But here's the thing. I want to encourage you guys as you go on your journey. Real estate is amazing. Now, I didn't start with all these people in my company. I started with just a party of one. It was me and partners, right? And I think that's where you start. You start with you and some partners. You find people that want to JV with you, and you put together a deal, right? Easiest way to get a deal is to partner with someone like me, someone like get in somebody's community, find someone that's doing deals, and add value to them, right? Get your resume built up, and then start raising capital as much as you can. Raising money is the key, guys. Second is, when you start building, build it right. What's your first hire? What's your second hire? It goes in ebbs and flows. make sure you take a fee, an acquisition fee and a asset management fee. I didn't do that in the beginning, but you need the asset management fee to pay for, like, if you want to build a company, you got to have sustainable income that's showing up. And that's part of the way you do it, right? You don't want to just hope and pray for acquisition fees, right? Where you have to do acquisitions. And then as you start to build, you're going to start seeing things happen. You start putting people. I like having employees. I feel like employees are better for me. A lot of people have JV partners. I feel like I like employees because I can demand, and I can. There's a lot of people looking for good companies to work for, and so we've created that environment. And I'm going to challenge you to create one for yourself. It is rewarding and it's a lot of fun. So, guys, I hope you enjoy these next 3 or 4 podcasts that are going to be coming out. I'm going to keep showcasing my team members and the good, the bad, the ugly, and what they do and how they live and what motivates them and the stories behind it, right? The stories, the passion, the vision. All these things matter, right? Everybody has a unique story. And I'm going to tell you that people want to work with companies that have vision and that are going somewheres, right? And you can create that. You can create that vehicle, and it is powerful beyond measure, guys. Go out there, keep trying, don't fail, guys. The ink is not dry for you guys. And remember, it's this little thing in your mind, right? That little brain of yours, dude. Put it in gear, put it in drive. Step on the gas. Right? Get going. The time is right. The economy is here. All the things that are going on, the indecisions, the not knowing, that's time to buy, guys. We are in that. May not be at the very bottom. Who cares? Get going. Step on the gas. Guys, if you believe it, you can achieve it. And your paradise is possible.